My dad is going to take on the task of winning the most prestigious league that almost happened in all of football, the European Super League. However, if this isn't hard enough in a league of 48 of the world's best teams in already, I've told him he has to take over a club in the second tier to begin with. And his challenge is to dominate the European Super League within 10 seasons. Dad, today you start yourself as a new manager at Wolfsburg.
Yes, looking forward to this.
However, there is a bit of a twist. Now, Wolfsburg usually play in the Bundesliga, and they have a very good team in that Bundesliga.
Yeah.
But you're not in the Bundesliga today, my friend. Absolutely not. No. Instead, Dad, you have been put in to the UEFA Super League second tier of 48 teams. In that second tier, 8 get promoted from both Group B and Group A to go into the ultimate UEFA Super League, which you can see here, which is your task today, is to win that Super League within 10 seasons with that Wolfsburg team.
This is a big goal. I'm looking forward to this.
But if you do get promoted, you've got to avoid the 16 teams who do get relegated.
That's a lot of teams that go down, isn't it?
Exactly.
They can put you right back for 2 seasons, really.
So that's your task today. Let's see how you get on in the first season. Now, to kick things off, Dad, you didn't have a lot of money either.
No.
1 player joined the club. All of these were obviously done deals before in the update, but Will Hughes from Crystal Palace.
Yep.
You've decided to bring him in.
Strong midfield player, so that's what I felt I needed. So, yep, got him in.
Okay.
Good sign off, Phil.
And that goes into your Wolfsburg side. You're playing a 4-4-2.
Yeah, I want to make myself difficult to beat, so this is the tactic I try and tendency of playing when I want to be difficult to beat. So looks a good side, I think.
Yeah, they got some good players which actually kind of suit a 4-4-2 because you've got the DLF, which will drop into like a centre attacking midfielder type of player, and Jonas Wynn. He's one of a really good player who can do that type of stuff. He's good passing ability. He's obviously quite strong and very tall as well. And you got Yusufa Makoko on loan in that first season, only 18, but he's rapid and good off the ball. It could be a really good strike partnership there for you. I mean, the defense is quite good, although there's obviously a couple of players who have left because we did this a long time ago, by the way. But yeah, we've got a couple of players in here who left, the likes of Lacroix, who's obviously not at the club anymore, but it's still a really good team. Don't know how you fancy your chances, but if we do take a look at the Super League and go by season preview, it does sit you into the 6th place, which would be, of course, promotion.
I'll be happy with that.
Absolutely.
That's all I'm after is the promotion side of it. So, yeah, I'll be happy with that.
However, it also puts Rennes close to you, so how much can we really trust this? Because they are trash, right? Ugh. Nobody likes them. Thank you to everybody who continues to send me pictures of you beating Rennes on social media. Make sure you follow me on Twitter or X, whatever you call it, or Instagram, and every time you beat Rennes, you send me a picture. I've been really enjoying them. Thank you for that. So you got to beat Rennes as well today, Dad, and get yourself out of the UEFA 2 League, whether it takes you this first season. But of course, you got to build a team then to take on the big boys in that top division.
And this league is all about winning, because the more games you win, the more money you get.
That's right. Yeah, there's a lot of money in terms of the UEFA Super League, top division, and here there's a lot of money involved, which means players will be going for stupid amounts of money. So the better you do, the more money you have, as always in this world, the better you'll probably end up. Playing a 4-4-2, you have already started the season, and the schedule looks like this. You played 4 games so far. Nottingham Forest, a 4-2 win. Good result. Torino, 3-0.
Good clean sheet away from home. Happy with that.
And as we can see, you're playing against clubs all around Europe. Copenhagen, 1-0, and Austria Vienna, 2-0. So far, it has been really good.
Really pleased with that.
Yeah. Now, added on top of the UEFA Super League, there's a cup competition that you will also be entered in, which is the UEFA Champions Cup. Basically like a Champions League, but as you can see, a lot of it is knockouts. I don't know whether it really goes into it. It doesn't look like it actually goes into a group stage. So a lot of it is just all going to be knockouts. It's basically like a big FA Cup with all of the teams in the top 2 divisions. Winning that is going to be the biggest task.
Big money, that is.
Yeah.
Big money winning that cup.
Huge money in terms of the UEFA Champions Cup. If we take a look at the rules here, the finalists, just to get to the final, you get £140 million. That's on top of getting £100 million in the semi-final, £64 million in the quarter-final, 32, and it just keeps halving each time. So the further you get in that, again, the more money you get, the better off your team is going to be next season.
That's what makes this league so much fun to play in.
Exactly. This database is a lot of fun. We'll leave a link to it at the top of the description. But here we go. First season at Wolfsburg. Dad is top of the league right now, but will he be there at the end of the season? Let's find out. First season, you're not top.
I'm still happy.
But you did get promoted.
Yep, still happy with that.
7th place finish there.
I nearly chucked it away, though, because I lost my last 3 games, and which brought me down. So,
So that is
there.
There you are.
Job done.
9 losses in total.
Yeah.
Not bad at all. You can see the teams that you've lost against there. Some I would be questioning how the hell you managed to lose that.
47 games, a lot of games to play. So
absolutely.
And you got the cup games on top of that. So I'm happy with that.
Bologna are champions. Everton going up with you. Forest going up with you. A couple of Premier League sides going up there. 14 draws in total. I think that's where you're costing a little bit because, I mean, Bologna actually had more draws, but they had far less losses than you did. 86 points is very tight. You're only 1 point away from staying in that division.
Just sneaked in. Just kept me nose above then.
But 47 games is a long old season, as you mentioned. Jonas Wind getting 29 goals in that, but he also had the highest average rating.
Yeah.
The deep lying forward on attack, Jonas Wind. We highlighted him at the start. Has had a cracking time.
Yeah, good player.
Really good season. However, that was a good time. You're now going into the UEFA Super League. Are you going to be bringing in a lot of money because of the Champions Cup? How far did you get? Quarter-final. But you bloody lost to Rennes. What are you doing? You let Rennes get to the semi-final.
Oh, no. I was disappointed with that. But
where did they finish? I hope they got relegated. I can't see them. No, I think they might have been in the other group.
Yeah.
I think they're in Group A. And let's have a look. Yeah, they finished down in 15th, so they won't be going into the Super League.
No.
However, they might have a lot of money, which means they might go into it next season.
Yeah.
Quarter-final, you got battered by them 4-1 as well.
Disappointed with that.
Eintracht Frankfurt. I'm wearing the shirt right now. Thank you very much to FC Trek for getting me this one. They beat Newcastle. They also went into the semi-final. We got to see if Barcelona were the holders. Rennes got to the final. Oh, I feel sick. They beat Eintracht Frankfurt. Oh, no. I did not like that at all. Glad they got bad, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope they cried all the way home. All the way back to Rennes.
Because the bank manager would have been laughing.
They would have laughed all the way to bank.
Yeah.
So you caught a final exit, but let's see how you got there. You beat Chelsea, Super League opponents.
Yeah.
In the 5th round. 4th round, knocking out Young Boys, who are in the same tier as you. The 3rd round, you can see knocking out Salzburg, who again are in the Super League, but one of obviously not the better teams.
You really need to be at home when you come against the big teams.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. 2nd round, that home advantage is big in Football Manager, no matter what database you're using.
All the cup games are played in Gibraltar, weren't they?
They all are.
Neutral stadiums.
Yeah, it's all neutral stadiums, but I still think Football Manager has like a weird code where it gives home advantage. 3-2 against Hellas Verona in the 2nd round. 1st round, were you even in the 1st round? You weren't by the looks of it, so good. That was a cracking run, to be fair.
Good bit of money.
Because financially, £204 million in the bank,
yeah.
£113 million in the transfer budget.
What a big change that is, isn't
Going into the Super League. Lovely stuff.
Good
You've
cup
got to
run.
survive. That's the thing.
Yeah.
16 teams get themselves relegated. Jonas Wind was your top scorer. 32 goals. That's good. But now you need to find him a strike partner.
Yeah.
Because Bakoko's going back to his home club, Dortmund. Lovren Meyer had a good season there. Arnold's had a good season. Patrick Wimmer as well. But let's see then. Obviously, the league you're going up to, what happened in it? Real Madrid are champions. Some might say that's kind of going to be obvious. To Man City at 106.
Keep that number in your mind now. 109, over 100 points of winning the league.
Yeah.
4 teams were over 100 points.
And you think that's across 47 games.
Yeah.
It's not going to be easy to get over 100 points, even with that amount of games, because of all the clubs that you have to come up and face. I mean, they lost 6 games there. There's a couple of games in there that you'd expect them to lose.
Bayern and Man City, 2 teams right behind them. Look.
Yeah, and they're up there too. Because I think you only play each other once, because obviously there's 46 teams or 48 teams in the league, so you only play 47 games. But the clubs that are going down, Frankfurt's managed to stay there, that's good. The clubs that are getting relegated, as you can see, is this huge list of 16 clubs
some good teams in there as well.
Some big teams. Now, if I had my Super League hat on, I'd be looking at those clubs and going, well, I'm going to steal as many of their best players as possible. But I wonder whether Dad does that next season with his £113 million and 900 grand budget, which means you can probably bump that up. This team that we had last season, I think is going to change quite a bit in the next year or two.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
Right.
You got to have a real world class team.
Yeah.
To be winning this league. So, yeah, definitely a lot of building for me.
Okay, let's
forward to
find
it.
out who you bring in season number 2. Well, a lot more money was spent than I anticipated.
Yeah, but look how much money went out as well.
And I'm so proud of you because I can see the clubs that you're buying players from. A few of them are the relegated ones as well.
Yeah.
So I'm happy with that. But going out of the club, £131 million. You made use of the players that you thought, right, they're not going to get into my team anymore. A lot of squad players. Kaminsky going £32 million. Good winger, but not good enough for the Super League. Rogerio as well, exactly the same in that left back position. And as you can see, loads of other players as well. But let's have a look at what you all want to see, the players on the ins. Now, we'll go by the cheapest first, which is a free transfer. Andre Lunin, cracking keeper.
Yes.
Straight into your number 1. No doubt about that.
I mean, no doubt that I was going to buy a goalkeeper, was there?
Of course, it's the Tinker Man. He buys goalkeepers, he changes tactics. Let's see. So, Lunin, that could be the 10 years.
Yeah.
Your goalkeeper now. He is that good on this game. Nelson Viper. Big fan of Nelson.
Yes.
Sometimes he doesn't even look that good, and yet he'll still score a lot of goals.
He just keeps staying in your team, doesn't he? So,
really good. So at least a decent backup off the bench. Pierre Kalulu from Milan, £45 million. I like this one because he can play centre-back. He can also play right-back.
Yeah.
Still a little bit young as well, 24. Potential to grow. Yorel Hatter, though, that is a game changer. £48 million. Can play left-back. Can play left centre-back.
Yeah. Only 18.
Exactly.
Getting him at the right time.
Yeah, a lot of potential. And he's still a first teamer.
Yeah.
To be fair, I've seen him go for like 100 million first couple of seasons. So £48 million, taking advantage of the fact
he
he got
played 40
relegated.
games last season for Ajax.
Yeah, in that Super League.
Yeah, so
yeah,
that's good.
Got him relegated though, but still. Alan Varela. I like this guy. I did a Porto video recently and I kept him in the team the whole time. He's phenomenal.
Good midfielder.
Really good.
Really
solid all-rounder.
Yeah, only 23 again, so nice young players coming in.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Plays naturally in both positions if you do decide to change. Which we all know the Tinker Man's going to at some point need a DM. Then we've got Javi Guerra. Arguably the best signing up the lot from Valencia, who I believe also got relegated, £70 million. 21.
Never strong midfielder.
He's got a cracking chin on him.
Yeah.
I bet he is praying for the day he starts to grow a beard. Just think, oh my God, like, let's get rid of this chin.
How dare you!
Really good DM, really good centre mid.
And he'll go further forward than that as well and play a sweeper's striker's role as well.
Yeah, he can do a job up there with his 13 finishing, 14 composure, arrives late in opponent's area. Very good player is Javi Guerra. So £17 million. He again played 45 games in the Super League last season, got himself 6 assists. Let's see what role he might be playing because we all know Dad might have changed his tactic in Season 1 despite having a good year. And of course he did. He's gone for the 4-3-3 narrow, nailing in Nelson Viper up front.
Yeah. Well, you're going to go for it. You've got to go for it,
yeah?
So I'm going to test this league. I'm going to have a right go at it.
Okay.
I've got a good strike force, so let's have a go.
I mean, normally I'd be like, that is so dumb. Why would you do that in the first season when you know 16 teams can go down? But if there's any time to do it, it's Season 2 because you can still recover and still go on and win. Now, I can understand why you've nailed in, of course, the transfer of Nelson Viper because that guy there would go there.
Yeah.
What I didn't realise, is Yusufa Makoko actually joins on a permanent deal, £62 million.
Yeah.
So I didn't realise that happened. So he stays now.
Signing.
So yeah, you've got to keep him for the rest of the time as well. So yeah, it's a really good team to be fair. As we've seen here, I think defensively, you're probably going to be one of the weakest in the league.
Yeah.
Because Hato's still young.
Yeah.
And these guys, I mean, playing him centre-back is also a bit of a risk because of his age, his experience. These guys are not well-known defenders. Your midfield's decent.
It's one of those things you're just building it. So I've built my midfield. I've got a strong midfield. I've got 3 good attackers now. Next season, I'll just have to spend a bit more money on my defence.
Yeah.
I've got 2 good goalkeepers.
Yeah, keeper's brilliant.
Yeah.
Keeper's really good. But I can see already you're sat in 5th place in the Super League, which means you've had a good start.
Yeah, unbeaten.
And yeah, you can't deny it. Roma 2-0 to start things off away from home. Fulham 3-1. Good win at home there.
Really pleased
Going
with
to the
that result.
Bernabeu.
Really pleased with that result.
The champions, of course, of the UEFA Super League, and picking up a draw.
And I was 1-0 up.
Yeah.
I'm taking it to them.
I bet you couldn't believe your luck 1-0 up. Manchester United as well, 2-0.
Good result, yeah.
Really good start. So, I mean, this next month is going to be a tricky one.
I think every game's a tricky one in this league.
Yeah, starting off with Liverpool, Milan. But
it's all about winning. All about winning. More money.
All about survival, I would say,
will be, yeah,
is this first year.
If you win, you're going to survive, aren't you?
First year in the Super League.
Yes, definitely.
So, season number 2. The signings have been made. A lot of money has been spent. Is it going to be worth it? And will Dad be staying in this division for season 3? Let's find out. And you have. And I've got to say,
I'm really pleased with that.
9th place, 87 points in season 1 is a big step up from where I thought you'd be.
Real Madrid, 118
points, yeah.
Only lost 3 games.
Yeah.
That is some doing.
Drew 7.
And one of them was against me.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Won 37 out of 47 games in the UEFA Super League. Insane numbers. But yourself, Dan, I think cannot be understated. We didn't have a look at the season preview, to be fair. We should have done that and seen where you were. It did put you at 23rd, 600 to 1. So that is survival, because obviously all of these is down there. But you have far and away exceeded that. I expect you to be around 25th.
Yeah.
In my head, I thought, okay, 25th would be a surviving,
so it was a bit of a gamble by being more attacking, so it's paid off.
Yeah, absolutely. You can see some of the clubs going down again. Bologna, who are champions in your group, relegated. So this is cutthroat.
I think Forest came up with me as well, didn't they? Because I played them at the beginning of the season, so yeah, they went down again.
This is absolutely cutthroat stuff, and you've done very well, because some of the clubs that you finished above, especially in this little area here, Dortmund, Man United, Chelsea, Inter, Napoli, Bayern Munich, only just behind Barcelona.
Here we go.
Huge clubs, and you finished just behind them. Is there any players on the profile? There is. Moukoko with 23 goals. Javi Guerra with the 3rd highest average rating in the league. Moukoko also with 8 player of the matches this season.
Paid off buying him in, didn't it?
Absolutely. The development on him has been good as well.
2 good seasons out of him, really.
He's 20 years of age. He's worth a lot of money.
Yeah.
Speaking of money. Now, we'll have a look at this, right? So the rules of this league, you can see there's a lot of money in it as well. So every win you get is 5 million. Prize per draw is 3 million. Yeah. And if you lose, you still get given £1 million. So there's still a lot of money in it, but that's instead of prize money, I think. So you don't get any prize money. You would just get that for the games that you win or lose. But we know the UEFA Champions Cup is where you get a lot of money. How did you do this season? Do you beat the quarterfinal finish that you had last season or not? 5th round. Unfortunately for you, you come up against Liverpool, one of the teams that finished above you on 104 points. 5th round by Liverpool.
That's the thing. You've got to hope that you stay away from the big teams.
Yeah.
To get further in the cup.
Unlucky Rennes. Losing to Genoa. Liverpool 2-0, unfortunately for yourself, Dad. I mean, 5th round, you don't get that much money.
No.
You still get 32 million on top of the 16 million before that, and on top of the 8 million before that. So 5th round. 4th round, you were eliminating Tottenham. Of course you were. 3rd round.
Me, though.
Yeah, 3rd round, finish it, knocking out Hoffenheim 1-0. And 2nd round, did you play in the 2nd round? You did, beating Club Brugge on penalties. Oh, that was a
close one.
That was a tight one. But the winners this season was Chelsea, who beat Sunderland from the 2nd division in the final.
Just goes to show you get a lucky draw, and you go all the way through.
And they didn't even come up.
No,
they finished in 11th. So
the money they've got now.
I bet the finances are looking tasty. £500 million in the bank. Sunderland fans are going, is that 500 million? Couldn't believe their luck, I bet. So, but what's the finances like at Wolfsburg after another cracking season? 170 million, 100 million in the transfer budget. Oh, I was hoping for a little bit more. I really was. I wanted you to really go out and have fun. Speaking of fun, though, Yusuf and Moukoko had a lot of fun this season. Not only the development, but 24 goals scored and 6 assists. Jonas Wind got himself 18 there. 17 was the guy out on loan, but 16, Nelson Viper, who was, of course, nailed into that position on the right-hand side. A little bit of development there. Javi Guerra, though, I would say has been your best player this season. We can see that by ability, but also by average rating. And, of course, the most expensive player that you bought last season.
Yeah.
Really good signing, if you ask me. Look at that development already. A few 15s popping up now where they weren't last season. So, solid season for him. You got to keep hold of him, though.
That's the problem.
There's a lot of wanted signs.
Yes.
But I know what you're like. You see the money and you enjoy taking it. So, that's season 2, done and dusted, and a lot further up the table than what I expected. What's coming for us in season 3? Loads more money being spent and sold. Huge amounts.
I just sort of cleared the ranks. Get them out. Wasted money.
Yeah. fair enough.
Paying their wages, don't need them, get them out.
Absolutely. Now, if you are enjoying this video and you want to see more, make sure you press that subscribe button so we can bring out more videos like this for you. Really do appreciate your guys' support.
Yeah, we do, yeah.
Okay, so as we can see here, there's a lot of players that went out at the start of the transfer window, probably amounting to a couple of £100 million, close to that anyway. There's a few 35s in there, £31 million there for Patrick Wimmer. And there's a few players who came in around about the same time. Let's start with Ernst, £30 million. Good German goalkeeper as well.
Young as well, so...
Yeah.
Put him in
probably a backup for Lunin.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
But a good backup nonetheless. This one, an obvious choice to me, I think, for you.
He gets good, doesn't he?
Yeah.
You know that, so get him in this early.
Spurs player as well.
Good price for him, and he is good, isn't he?
Yeah, there'll be an Arsenal player to counteract it soon, I guarantee. Nathan Collins, £54 million. Really good centre-back from Brentford.
Yeah, he is, yeah.
Solid. 6'5".
All over as well, and it's
yeah.
just everywhere. He's good. Heading,
really
everything.
Good player.
Marking, passing.
And then we've got another £169 million here. Let's do it by valuation. Patrick Dorgu, really good left back.
Yes.
Danish, 20 years of age as well.
Goes up the wing as well, so I can play him in any position up the wing as well if I really need to. So, he'll go down there, bombing down there, getting the ball over.
Yeah, he's solid.
Crossing at 15 as well from a left back. So
that's a bargain.
Yes.
By the way, £24 million.
Definitely,
the money that is being made in this. Thomas Souček, £25 million.
I mean, all right, he's 30, but he's a good, solid midfielder.
He's still good for a few years.
I've got rid of a few players, so yeah, I'm just sort of like putting players back in those positions, but solid players. And I do think this way is one of them.
Yeah, he scores quite a lot of goals on Football Manager because of that.
He arrives late in the opponent here, and when we do like that, don't we?
Absolutely.
From our midfielders.
Then we've got Valentin Carboni, £35 million from Inter Milan, can play naturally as a number 10 or as a striker.
That's right, yeah.
Decent player as well.
Good player to have in, yeah. Only 20, so another youngster, yeah.
Yeah, okay. And then finally, Michael Coyote, one of, if not the best right back.
This is where I spent most of my money, so when you're going to get, you got to go out there and get the best. So this is one of them.
Yeah. I mean, Dorgu on the left, that 15 crossing you highlighted.
Yeah.
Now you've got Coyote on the right doing
and look
exactly
at his pace
the same.
as well. He's like lightning down there as well. So.
Yeah. Okay. Again, a solid transfer window. I can't knock any of those transfers.
Maybe we defend a little bit stronger.
Yeah.
Is what I said I was going to do.
You know what I'm like. As soon as I see a bad transfer, I'll call it, but I'm not seeing any right now. Tactically, then, I bet you switched it, though. Of course you did. Even the really good season, I just knew instantly that you would change something.
Yep.
And you've gone for a cautious 4-4-2 diamond narrow.
Yeah, it's a bit narrow. I mean, I do like this tactic, but it's got to. You've got to have the players in it to work.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping I've got a really strong midfield here now, strong attacking force, and those two guys bombing up the wings as well, filling those spaces. So I'm hoping it's going to work for me.
Yeah, I mean, I did say to you, didn't I? I think your biggest weakness last season was your defence. I think you sorted that out.
Yeah.
I mean, Hato I still prefer as a left back.
But he's got good as well.
But he has got good, yeah. Dorgu and Coyote are two phenomenal fullbacks, and adding Collins into there, who people don't, I think, sometimes forget how good he is on the game.
I mean, you look at his head,
so many
marking,
15s,
tackling is all there, isn't it? You know, his pace, stamina.
He is solid.
It's all there.
Even his coaching summary, he's got consistency. He's a good trainer, which means he's good in the dressing room to have that type of personality, which rubs off on other players. Yeah, it's a solid team so far. Schedule then. How has it played out so far at the start of the season? It's been doing very well. Only lost one game.
Yep.
To PSG.
And that's the only goal.
That's the only goal you conceded.
Yeah, so defence is working.
You've beaten Barcelona, who of course won the Champions Cup last year. You've beaten Udinese 3-0 at the start of the season. Napoli 1-0. Benfica 1-0.
Like a 1-0.
Jose Mourinho tactics. Get the 1-0. Okay. Decent season. Very good start.
Good start, yeah, I'm pleased with that.
Can you build on that finish from last season? What was it, 8th last year?
Yeah.
8th place finish from last year. What can we expect this season? The season preview still puts you down in 19th, despite obviously your good season last year, finishing in 9th place, apologies. So will you be finishing higher than 9th in season 3? Let's find out. Well, no. Dropped off quite a bit.
Yeah, did you?
Down into 17th place.
Such a good ending season for this one.
76 points. It's still 87. So it's not, a whirlwind away from where you were.
No.
But it is a big drop off in terms of position.
I mean, look, Barcelona got 104.
Yeah.
Compared to Real Madrid 118. So
it's a lot more competitive this year.
Yeah, it was, yeah. So a lot more games. You're losing a few more games. So I've got to be happy with it. I've still stayed there.
Yeah.
But, I'm a little bit disappointed I'm a bit that far down. I'd like to have been a bit higher, close to where I finished, but I survived.
Yeah, you're miles away.
I'm still building.
Season syndrome. You're miles away from the bottom.
You look at some of the teams that are still below me.
Yeah,
still some good teams there, but below me. So yeah, I'm happy.
Okay. Let's have a look at the profile of the league then. So there's no players in there that I can see. What about the past positions? You didn't check that last season. Was it always that? I mean, you started off very well. It's a bit of a tail off there. So you probably had a bad November. Or September by the looks of it. August and September. Picked up a little bit, and then a bad second half of the season in February then kind of tailed off here.
Then, yeah.
Okay. Champions Cup, though. How have you done in the Champions Cup? Are you going to be lifting it this season or not? No. And there's going to be not a lot of money either.
No, second round.
Getting eliminated by Lask.
Really disappointed with that.
Really poor. That's the first round for you, really. And you don't get hardly any money for that second round. £4 million. Yeah. So financially, you took a bit of a hit. They're still gambling and giving you the money, though.
Yeah, give me another 100 million virtually.
£100 million.
Yeah.
So that's decent. But, yeah, I mean, I think there's going to be a few players on the chopping block this season. And I think you are, if I had to make a prediction now, you're going for at least 2 star strikers, because that's not a lot of goals coming in there.
No, it isn't, is it?
Compared to last season, not a lot of goals. You can't keep relying on that. And I know what you're like. You want a goal scorer. So how much is going to be spent of that £90 million on some strikers, I wonder? Let's find out. Well, I am a little bit shocked, I must say. Only 3 players joined. Does surprise me.
Yeah.
And only one of them's really you could class as a striker. Rooney Bargy comes in. I mean, that's a good pickup either way.
Yeah, I felt that I couldn't miss out on this when he was 20 years of age. Picked him up. He's a good player. At that price, I think, it's silly to let him go with that price.
Started off well too.
Yes.
4 assists, 2 goals. Very good average rating. Amin Gori, who is maybe the only striker that you would consider from that, but plays off the left as well, whether you consider that to be a better option for him. £56 million. Used to play for Rennes, so he's found the error of his ways.
Yeah.
He did score 20 goals last year in the second tier with 10 assists. So he had a great time at Sporting.
He's doing well already.
Not
Scored
bad.
1,
3
3 assists. Yeah.
Yeah. And then finally, you mate.
Yes. If I need a centre back and I can afford him, this is the guy I'll go for.
Yeah.
He is good. I mean, you just know he gets better as well, and he's so good at both feet as well. So he's a good centre back.
Tony Smith, as you call him.
Yeah.
Little joke from a previous rebuild. Antonio Silva or Tony Smith. £18 million from Benfica. Already scored 2 goals and got a player of the match.
There we go.
Fair enough. So that is it. That's the only transfers. I thought for sure you'd have brought in an out-and-out striker, but maybe that's because, of course, you've changed the tactic and we're looking at a 4-2-3-1.
I only need 1 striker with 2 wingers. I bought 2 wingers.
You did indeed. Amin Gori's up there. So you've got Makoko as the main striker now.
Yeah.
Bargy from the left. Carboni slots into that attacking midfield slot. Really good position there.
It's a good attacking forward already, isn't it?
Yeah. Avi Guerra's in that centre mid with Varela in behind. 2, again, good options. And Tony Silva goes next to Hato.
Back 4 now, though. It's a good back 4, isn't it?
With good backups, too.
Yeah.
I mean, you got Nathan Collins, Sarr, Jonas Wind, Kalulu's there, Souček as well.
Yeah.
It's a smaller squad, and what I would say is you don't have a backup left back.
No.
Other than Uriel Hato.
Yeah.
But it's a small squad, but it's a good squad. But again, when you haven't got the money where you're, winning everything, that is obviously going to be the trouble.
Yeah.
Schedule, though, it's been doing all right again.
Unbeaten.
You haven't played anybody amazing.
No.
But unbeaten. Drew to Sporting, who just come up, but beat the likes of Napoli, Valencia, and Porto. Quite comfortably, too.
Yes.
And Alaves, who find themselves in the top division.
I mean, last season I was winning games 1-0, wasn't I? This game, I'm scoring a few more goals, so I'm pleased with that.
Yeah, definitely. So far, so good in season number 4. Let's find out if you manage to improve on that 17th place season. The season preview puts you down in 18th. They're not trusting it.
No.
Let's see what happens. Oh my God, it's definitely an improvement.
Where did Atlanta come from?
Atalanta, out of nowhere, win only 101 points.
When the big teams are not there, you got to be jumping all over that, and I very nearly did. I mean, Real Madrid's 7th. I haven't seen Barcelona yet.
They dropped all the way down to 15th after winning it last season, by the way. Dropping all the way down to 15th.
So close.
But that just goes to show how big of a drop-off you can have in this league. You might finish second this season and finish down in 25th next.
That's right, yeah.
You've got to be really careful.
I mean, I'm looking at that money-wise. I only lost 6 games.
Yeah.
But look how many goals I scored.
So many. 106 goals, conceded 53, losing 6, and only 2 of those games you actually conceded more than 2 goals.
Yeah.
You've got 3 goals against Inter and PSV. Drew 6 in total, and again, only one of them scoring 3 goals. Drew Lorenzo, what are you doing? Come on. But 99 points, the same as Arsenal in behind you. I bet you were pleased with that.
Yeah.
98 was PSG right behind you. Profile of the league. I am shocked to see not one of your players there.
Yeah.
Really am.
Goes to show I've got a good squad.
Yeah. Just
share it
all
about.
around.
Yeah, share it about.
Atalanta, phenomenal stuff from them. Stefan Baumgart is the manager who in real life will be the manager of Hamburg. Loves a flat cap.
Yeah.
Big Peaky Blinders fan, I've heard. He is the manager
Got
there.
some good players in there, though.
They have got some good players, but I wouldn't look at it and go, oh, that's going to win the Super Cup or the Super League, because that's very similar to the team that they start off with.
Yeah.
But fair enough. Okay.
Yeah.
They've gone and done the job. Maybe
still
it's
pleased with mine.
took advantage of the other teams doing bad.
A lot of money in the bank for that.
Yeah.
Pleased with that.
How much money do you make from the Super Cup, though? The Champions Cup, sorry. How much money have you made from that? Or how far did you get? Winner of the UEFA Champions Cup in Season 4. Oh, the money. You are now rolling it. Fulham. Fulham in the final. Just check. Yeah, we're in the top.
Yeah.
In the top competition. What happened here? Okay, we'll start off from the beginning. Nantes in the second round, 2-0. Third round, beating Valencia in extra time, 4-3. Fourth round, Parma. I haven't played anybody good yet. Fifth round, Lille. Quarterfinals, Forest. And at this point, there are only Barcelona left in the semi-final and Atalanta. Yeah. But in the semi-final, you knocked out Barcelona, which was really the only challenge that you had on the way.
And we've already seen they had a bad season.
Exactly. And you went on to play Fulham.
All the big teams got knocked out somewhere else. Done me a big favour, so took advantage of this one.
Crazy. The money you must have made. Up to £500 million now, and a transfer budget that is doubled. Huge season. Massively good season.
I'm not going to have a good squad now, but I'm just going to add to that squad now.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Okay, let's have a look at that squad then. Who did what? Yusuf Moukoko with 25 goals, 18 for Harry Guerra, really good from that centre midfield on attack. Amin Gori and Rooney Baji both putting in good performances there as well.
2 good signings.
I'm not like looking at it and going, well, there's loads of goals. Just shows how good your defence was this season, really, I think. But yeah, solid. And you've now got £205 million with a huge wage budget as well. Like, that's stupid, really. If it was me, again, as I mentioned about picking off all of the relegated sides, it would be like 1 or 2 players now that I would be thinking just improve that one position. I'd go for a big-time striker, probably, and maybe a big-time centre mid or a centre attacking midfielder. Those would be the 2 positions that I would look at. Let's see what Dad does, though. Besides Frank Kessie.
It's my mate, isn't he? If I'm having fun, I've got to give him a ring. Mate, you got to come to this league. It's fantastic. We'll have a wave of time in this league. Okay, boss, I'm there.
Who's seen that coming?
Come on, Frankie boy. Come and join the team.
Who's seen that coming? He's probably, you got to buy a striker. Who's Dad going to bring in? Frank Kessie. £46 million from Villarreal.
It's a good signing for that price.
Could have got him on a free last year. That's even good. That's even better price.
I missed him there, didn't I? I missed him there.
Jean-Paul Van Heck also joined the club from Brighton, £65 million.
Yep.
Very
good backup. Yeah, he's a good one.
He's grown and developed quite well. Sold 58. That was mainly Pierre Kalulu, who went to Saudi Arabia, the same club that Frank Kessie left last season. And then there is more. So £68 million worth of players also left. The likes of Soma Suchek, Lovro Meyer left the club, 29 years of age. I think that's quite good for £37 million to Bologna. These signings, though, are massive. Castello Lucaba, £95 million. There's a very good left-sided centre-back there.
Yeah, that's right. I mean, you said in the last season I was weak at left-back. This boy can play there as well. Yeah,
so very good player. Kelleher from Southampton, backup goalkeeper. Irish, not bad at all.
Yeah.
Francesco Pierre Esposito, one of your favourites. is the Inter Milan striker coming in there. Really good, solid player. Developed quite nicely already. Still a little bit to go as well. Got 2 goals in 5 games. Only played 20 games last season and only 3 starts, but he did play a lot of non-competitive, which is the reason why he's developed quite well. Finally, Pep. Now, I don't recognise this player's name, so I'm going to hazard a guess. We're in Season 5, New Gen time. 37 million, and I was right.
19.
And a good striker as well. 19 years of age. 6'5". Good jumping reach. Good off the ball. Great finishing ability. I'm interested to see this.
He can only get better, can he?
No goals. He hasn't played for you just yet, but he did get 20 goals last season for Espanyol in the 2nd division. Not bad, or 2nd tier. Now, Dad, you won the Champions Cup. You finished 2nd in the league. No way have you changed tactics. Not a chance. Oh, of course you have. Of course you have.
Yep.
Reason for it?
Just wanted to make yourselves a bit stronger in the middle, really. I got the wingers going up there, going through the middle. I still think I'm good.
Okay.
It's a solid side, I still feel.
I can't believe you changed it after that. Cannot believe it. All right, well, schedule. Prove me wrong then. You have. You've won so far all 6 games.
Yes.
5-0 to begin with against Everton, 2-0 Atletico Madrid, 3-1 against Benfica, and 3-2 against Sporting, so 2 back-to-back Portuguese sides there. Esposito got the only goal against Cologne and a 1-0 win there, and a 3-2 win with an Amin Gori hat-trick. You love to see things like that, even though Tony Smith, scored an own goal to kick things off. But so far, you're top of the Super League.
Yeah.
We'll see how long that
Unbeaten,
stays.
so take that.
Season preview. Going up ever so slightly to 12th, which is nice. Real Madrid still the favourites. But will you drop off from that 2nd place finish from last season? Will you go one step further and lift the whole Super League in 5 years? Let's simulate the season to find out. It is a huge drop off.
Yeah. 82 points.
Down into 12th place. The cutthroat.
Look at the team above me
Super
again.
Super League Atalanta. And the
So
team
we both
above
dropped
you
off.
then, come on.
Real Madrid and Barcelona came right back again, didn't they?
101 points again.
Yeah.
Not a lot compared to, what was it, 118 a few seasons back. Inter Milan and Barcelona 2nd and 3rd on the tails, but
A bit disappointed with that. But I mean, we've seen from the big teams, they drop off a couple of seasons and then back again. So I just got to hope I can just start building again.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Losses were 11 this season.
Yeah.
There was a bit of a Tonkin in there as well. Man City and Leipzig.
5-0,
5-1 from Leipzig. So defensively not as good as what you were. Because even the draws, they were all score draws.
Yeah.
Didn't perform at your best there. Profile of the league. I can see some big names up there, but none of yours, unfortunately. Ledesma with the most clean sheets is probably the most surprising one there. 35-year-old Argentinian goalkeeper from Salzburg getting 23 clean sheets in the Super League. They finished in 14th. They did all right.
Yeah.
Well, there we go. Okay.
Yeah, disappointed with that.
Did you manage to retain the Champions Cup, though? No. But a very good performance.
Yeah, pleased with the semi-final. Well, I'm not pleased with losing the semi-final, but considering how
Getting
bad of a
there.
season I had,
Yeah.
I still done well to get there, really.
PSG in the final. Real Madrid did the double this season.
Yeah.
Beat PSG 1-0 in that final. In the semi-final, he lost 3-1 to them, so an interesting semi-final there with PSV actually finishing in the other semi-final from the 2nd tier. Quarter-final knocking out AC Milan. Then we've got the 5th round knocking out Crystal Palace. 4th round, a win against Nantes again. They don't like playing you, do they?
No.
3rd round was a win against Salzburg. Couldn't keep a clean sheet then.
Yeah.
And then a 2nd round against Real Oviedo, who's in the 2nd tier from Spain there. So good season in terms of the Champions Cup, because that means money.
Yep.
Bad drop off in the Super League
it
itself,
does,
especially when you look at your past positions.
I was doing so well. It was that end part of the season. I was doing so well. Then all of a sudden, bang! I lost 3 or 4 games in a row.
Yeah.
Near the end of the season. So
you're looking at this, you think, oh, really good season.
Yeah.
Chance of a title here, and then this period, too many draws, and it just continued. It didn't change back to where it was.
It always happens, doesn't it? You start having a few bad results, and it's really hard to get back into the winning ways again.
Yeah, a couple of
you
bad
win one
draws.
game, and all of a sudden, bang, bang, you lost a couple, draw a couple, and you just so it was gone.
Yeah. I mean,
That's what
straight
happened to
away
me.
there, that's 6 points dropped in games that I think you should be winning.
I mean, I've won 4 games, and that from Nottingham Forest down, I won 4 games.
Yeah.
And that's a bad time to lose games and draw
Yeah.
games.
And only 3 of them in the league.
Yeah.
Okay, what about finances though? £388 million, so still a good amount of money, and £161 million in the transfer budget for next season. Esposito only got 20 goals, Javi Guerra got 16, Frank Kessie got 11.
He always comes in with a few goals, doesn't he, for me?
10 from Amin Gori, which is disappointing considering how he started the league with a hat-trick.
Yeah.
So that is disappointing. And a few assists there from Uriel Hato and Dorgu, who's done quite well in terms of assists. I'm going to check it now while I remember, because we're at the halfway point. The FIFA Ballon d'Or winners, as you can see. Kylian Mbappe's won a couple, Erling Haaland has won one, and Harry Kane of Bayern Munich has won the most recent one. Over to season number 6. Right, so moving on from last season, there was another £353 million spent with £111 million on the outs, including Jonas Wind, who went for a free transfer. Dorgu left for £57 million. I'm shocked by that one, I must say. Kelleher left after one season. Amin Gori left for £38 million.
Some players just didn't want to stay.
Wow,
Or
fair enough.
good money, so
Cutthroat.
yeah.
2 players coming in, though, from Spurs, which surprises me. Mickey van der Ven, £80 million. The lightning quick.
Good left-sided defender, so yeah, got him in.
Yeah. I do think on the update, he should have a lot quicker pace and acceleration. Like, that is only
He's like the
16
Roadrunner,
acceleration. That is a joke. The man is so rapid.
Yeah.
El Rapide. Your favourite goalkeeper that you always seem to sign.
Yeah.
Atibulo, which always surprises me that I think, Dad signed him again, because I think, well, you had to have come across him on player search. There's no way you're remembering that name to type it in. Pedro Porro's joined from right back, £52 million.
You know me so well
I know. I'll just move on from that bit. £52 million for arguably one of the best right backs, but you've already got Coyote, so I'm kind of like, interesting.
You get injuries and things like that.
Okay.
I'm just building a really strong squad now.
Jovan Zivkovic, 93 from Sunderland.
Yeah.
I mean, Sunderland fans, you must be adoring this video. You had stupid amounts of money before. Dad's now buying your players for nearly £100 million. He is good. He's Austrian. He's 22 years of age.
Good striker.
Is he £93 million worth? Get your comments down below. Would you be paying £93 million for this player right here? Would you be paying it? In the comments, yes or no on Zivkovic. I want to see Zivkovic, yes, or Zivkovic, no, on whether you would have spent £93 million on him.
Look how he started, though. Look how he started.
For £93 million, just 3 goals in 6 games.
1 assist, 2 player of the matches.
I'm willing to be proven wrong. Don't get me wrong. But £93 million. As I said, I'm always praising the transfers when you make good ones.
We'll say that.
But I'll slag the ones off that you don't. Ibrahima Sidibe from Manchester City, £67 million. Not a name I'm aware of. And as I expected, do you know, I was going to say, as I expected a new gen, didn't expect him to be a keeper. But there we go. Bissau Guinean of Africa, so he's come through, as you can see here. Went to Manchester City for 450k. Never played a game for Man City, and then Dad paid 67 million. He did play for Braga for the whole of last season, though, got 10 clean sheets. Is he going to be your number 1?
I don't think so. But he's only 20, so
I don't think
good
so.
For the future.
67 million. I don't think so. Just going to let him rot on the bench. Tactically, then, I think we all know he's changed it. Of course he has. We've gone to a 4-2-2-2 with an offset winger there. Best 11 pick looks like this. So Frank Kessie actually stays in the team. We're still rocking with Makoko and Esposito at top with Carboni in behind. Still rocking Baji on the right-hand side there. Hato and Coyote. The defence is looking a lot stronger.
Yeah, and the thing is, from the signings I've made as well, I've got players that can drop in behind them if any one of them get injured, then it's just as good as well. So it's a good squad I've got now.
I mean, the defence of Van Heck on the bench is mental, really.
Yeah.
Surprised that you haven't locked in Pep. I thought you'd be doing that.
Yeah.
Because last season, obviously, you signed him, and he only played 6 games off the bench and only got 2 goals. He played loads non-competitive, which is the reason why he still had a bit of development. But I thought this season, you might have given him some game time. He was asking to leave.
That you got though, so
and you're £93 million, by the way, on the bench.
Yeah,
so
he'd be all right.
Schedule. It's hard to slag it off when you are top because you've won all of the games so far this season.
Yep.
7 out of 7.
I haven't played any what I'd class as one of the top sides yet, so
no.
But I'm happy.
Yeah, absolutely. Rennes next as well. That'll be the determining factor whether you're having a successful season or not. Nothing less than a 5-0. Okay, season number 6 then. Let's simulate and see if it's an improvement on last season's drop-off. I mean, it is an improvement, but it's so heartbreaking because 111 points and you're still 5 points behind Real Madrid.
They had such a good season and only lost 4 games.
Wow. 4 games, Napoli, Milan, Roma and Brentford there. Real Madrid lost 3. One of them was to you.
Yeah.
But they scored a lot of goals, 108 there, which you conceded the same amount, but they just had a way better goal difference because of that. That is a tough one to take down.
Good season. I mean, when you come up against a team like Real Madrid and they do that, 111 points. That's probably won the league 3 seasons out of the
yeah, well, the last 3 seasons, definitely. Yeah. 97 points for third, so, 14 points clear of third place there. Really tough season on you, to be fair. And again, no players other than your keeper. Oh, Esposito was there as well.
Yeah.
Noah had a good amount of clean sheets, 19 there, but no goals or average rating.
Squad.
Which is interesting. Yeah, it's just
squad
a good
again.
Squad. Champions Cup. Oh, actually, let's have a look at the past positions. Were you ever top for a while? Oh, no.
Can't believe that.
Drop off.
Yeah.
Big drop off. They chased you for a while.
I probably lost 2 games in a row and Real Madrid jumped in probably.
Yeah. They chased you for a while.
Yeah.
And that was the downturn there.
The whole season.
Who was second chasing you for a while? PSG? Atalanta maybe? No? There's a period of time here where there's a second place and whoever that is, Chelsea. They dropped all the way down to 11th. Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, Champions Cup then. Was it a terrible season or did you... Well, I'll say terrible. It's not terrible. It's just heartbreaking, isn't it?
Yeah.
Finishing that far down. Or was it capped off with a Champions Cup win? No. Semi-final to Arsenal.
Them of all teams.
Yeah. 4-0 as well.
Give me a trouncing, didn't they?
They went on and beat Real Madrid after extra time in the final. 2-1. Interesting. So second round, you played against Braga, beat them 3-2. The third round was Benfica. I mean, still basically some of their best players, 1-0. Roma, 3-0. Fifth round, Atalanta, getting a bit of revenge there in extra time. Quarter final, PSG, a nice, easy 3-0. Really good stuff until that 4-0 trouncing by Arsenal. Bad times. A lot of money.
Good for the money. Good for the money, yeah.
A lot of money. Striker-wise, Zivkovic, 24, which was your top scorer. Would you change your mind on that £93 million, people, in the comments? Reply to your own comment. Tell me.
There you go.
Esposito, 20 goals and 10 assists. Again, it's kind of lackluster, isn't it?
There's no one sort of jumping out and saying what a striker he is, but it's just a squad performance, really, isn't it?
The money, speaking of which, then. £421 million, 165 million in the transfer budget for season number 7. You've got very close to that Super League twice. You've lifted the Champions Cup once. Are we going to see you lift that Super League? You've got 4 seasons left to do it. Is season 7 the one? Oh, some shocking exits here. Rooney Bargi, gone. PSG. Frank Kessie, gone. What happened to, he's my best mate?
32, getting past it. He's starting to slow down. See you later, Frank.
Oh, God, no loyalty these days, is it?
Usually he comes in and I win a league. I haven't won the league with him, so something's wrong. Got to go.
Jesus, Nathan Collins is also gone. £66 million. Andre Lunin, the keeper, £20 million. That was it, but then we've got some money to be spent. So, after Sadibi, which was the last signing that you made, the goalkeeper from last season, the following season, we have just spent here close to, actually over, £300 million in just 3 players.
Yeah.
And there's another one for 125. So over 400, roughly about £450 million spent on 4 players. This is what I'm talking about. Now, new gen season. He is Icelandic. Remember, their population is tiny.
Yeah.
And yet this guy is phenomenal.
Yes.
That's what I like to see. Really good player. Quality. I mean, the strength on him, good physical ability, aggression's up there.
I like a bit of that as well.
Decent off the ball. He's only 20 years of age. Good potential
18
on him.
at heading as well.
Yeah.
Good striker.
£99 million. 1 goal already in 4. I wonder if he's the only striker. Let's see. So Victor, £100 million. Good CDM. Nothing spectacular just yet.
Nope.
But again,
strong on both feet. So
only 19.
Good midfield player.
6'2", £100 million from Sevilla. Then we got Arda We all know about Arda £135 million. Probably worth it at this point of his career. He's 24 still. World-class player.
Yeah, look at this, look.
Really good signing, that is. From Real Madrid. And played quite a lot in the Super League and obviously won it.
Yep.
Which shows experience, which is just what you need. But he wasn't the only Real Madrid player that came into the club, because this man, Janssens, 125 million. There's the other striker that I was thinking was coming. And he is good.
He's good, isn't he?
He is very good.
Only lacks aggression, really.
Yeah. Good Belgian international there. Decent deep line forward. Has got 2 assists in 4 games. Hasn't really played for Real Madrid. They signed him quite young for only 975k, less than $1 million. They loaned him out each year, and he has scored out on loan, and they made £100 million profit.
Yeah.
Youth to go, baby. Who's denying that? Hey, that's how you do it, Real Madrid. Okay, so Janssens was the last to join the club. Tactically, of course, we changed it to 4-3-1-2. Any reason why?
When you got strikers like that, mate, you got to get them in, innit? God almighty, you can't afford to let that go, can you? So in they go. Bang, right in. So yeah, going for it.
Okay.
Really going for it this season. My defence is absolutely solid, hence why I didn't buy any defenders. Midfield's really good. Concentrate on the not going to play wingers. That's why Badgie went. Got the boys in.
All right.
I'm really going for this one.
Question.
Go on then. Here we go.
Now, 9 players. You've got a 20-man squad, 2 strikers. 4 of them on the bench are also strikers.
Well, I can sell a few strikers next season, can I?
Good squad management. Because one of them is a centre midfielder, and you're playing 4.
4, yeah.
So that is where I'd be going,
I'll be on the bench like this.
Because I don't even think any of your fullbacks or centre backs can also play in that centre midfield spot. You've only got Victor in there who can do. And to be honest, you're not even playing his role either, because he's naturally in here. Yeah, that is where I'd be looking at it and going, ooh, okay, that's a risk. But we'll see. Because again, you're starting to prove me wrong at the start of the season. 4 wins from 4 there. Palace, Nice, Feyenoord, West Ham. Can't remember the last time you lost a game at the start of the season.
No, I always start really well.
Yeah, really good. Okay, season number 7 then. Does that small squad with a load of strikers hold up? Let's find out. 2nd place down to 10th.
Lord of 9.
Yeah. Oh, but there was just no squad depth in the field.
Getting a few injured probably, yeah.
There's a lot of injuries. Down in 10th place. Real Madrid winning it again. They are the troublemakers for you right now.
They win it with 105.
Yeah, when last season you had 111.
Yeah.
So you beat them by 6 points there. So training them quite a lot this time round though, Dad. 85 points. A bad end of the season too.
Yeah, the overall season.
Not bad. Let's have a look then. So no goals or anything like that. No players. The past positions.
Got to mid-season,
Final
didn't
third. Yeah, it's
and just
poor, isn't it?
like you said, I probably did get a few injuries and just lost it.
Yeah.
And like I said earlier, you get into a bad run and you struggle to get out of it.
Yeah, absolutely. Arsenal was dominating the first half of the season. Then they
Yeah.
dropped down to 6th place in the end. But okay, your season preview at the start was in 9th, so it wasn't too bad. Not as bad as what it has been previously. But yeah, it's poor. Okay, Champions Cup though. Did you redeem yourself winning that one? Oh, this might be a worst season yet.
Yeah, it could be.
Season 7.
The amount of money I've spent, it is really.
God, yeah, I'm surprised.
4 players over 100, well, average 100 million per player.
Yeah.
That's 4 seasons.
Yeah, you just know he's changing the tactic next year. The second round knockout from Crystal Palace. Holders, Real Madrid. They've done the double again.
Yeah.
Real Madrid again. Gallardo was in charge as well. So good manager. Okay, so financially, still got £181 million, and they give you 118 million in the budget. Interesting stuff. 15 goals from Esposito was your top scorer. Sigmarsson, 14. But the development is what's going to come in clutch for you here, because in the next couple of years, these guys could be the world's best. And buying them right now, or when you did last season, could have kind of like saved your seasons in the future. We'll have to see, really. And having a small squad's probably helped, because everybody's getting game time.
That's right, yeah.
I think the only one who didn't is Zivkovic. And guess what? He's the one you spent £93 million on. And a lot of you put in the comments, yeah, that was worth it. Who's laughing now? 93 million to have 6 games in the second season, all off the bench, and didn't score a single goal. Well. We'll see. £818 million then in season number 8. You got a season to salvage there, because that one is rather forgettable.
Yes.
When I'm right, I'm right.
You'd love it, don't you?
Zivkovic gone.
In my defence, those 2 young strikers I bought last season are so good. I don't want to be out of the team, do I? So
No.
This guy's not going to get in my team now, so I had to say goodbye to him. I made a loss on him, I agree, but he had to go.
£64 million. Not too bad of a loss. I'll give you that. Only like less than £30 million, so it's not...
It's a lot, but not in this league.
No, exactly.
Yeah.
That's just getting to the quarterfinal of
That's right, yeah.
Champions Cup will give you that straight back, won't it? But that's, yeah. Okay, some other players left. Surprised by this one.
Yeah.
Atabolo selling him to Real Madrid as well.
Yeah, could be a
Interesting
mistake,
stuff.
but then I'd take the money.
Okay, then we've got Yannick Dinkelman going for a little bit of money as well. There's some more players who left. Mickey van der Ven leaving for £59 million. Jan-Paul van Heck going for £62 million. And Alan Varela, £57 million. But
A lot of money coming in.
new names coming in, though.
Yes.
So, Luigi Zaccon, £88 million from Fiorentina. New striker. Albanian, 22 years of age. He's decent.
Oh, it's another good striker. You can understand why I got rid of the other guy then.
Yeah, because you didn't have enough strikers last year, did you?
No.
You only had
I didn't score a lot of goals, did I?
7 in your 20-man squad. Antonio Mazzolini, or Mazzilli, from AC Milan, centre-back. I mean, if there's one club to get a good centre-back from, it's probably going to be
Milan.
AC Milan.
Yeah.
So, good player there. Kieran Gaverin, £70 million, English centre-back.
Yep.
Not bad.
Youngster. Good with both feet.
Yeah, plays centre defensive midfield
Just
as
building the
well.
squad again.
I don't know what I prefer him in. Or I prefer him at centre back or centre mid.
Yeah.
Probably centre back because he's got good positioning. 6'4". Yeah, I'd probably play in centre back. Good first touch and passing, but not amazing to go. Oh, let's stick the ball on him. He's just a good ball winning or ball playing defender, shall I say? But there's more players coming. Joshua,
A lot of money on this guy.
£130 million on Joshua. This reminds me of Friends. Joshua, left back. Also plays left centre back. And he's 4-star in your squad at 20 years of age. Huge. Very much like Uriel Hato.
Yeah.
Plays a similar role. Very similar attributes. £130 million. Played a lot last year in the Super League. Had a good season in the Super League. Started well this season in the Super League. Joshua, everybody. Leonardo Argudas. £53 million from Chelsea. Oh, he's a goalkeeper again. We are only 8 seasons in. This is our 9th keeper.
I'm getting some good keepers in there, or not.
Costa Rican, I like the nationality there. Samir Smith. Right, there's 2 players here. I haven't seen him yet. I'll reckon one of them is probably going to be a striker and a centre mid.
All right.
Samir Smith, striker. There we go. Knew it. I just knew it. So good at this. Just know you so well. Because you're not playing wingers at the minute. So he's probably coming in as a striker. Dutch, 20 years of age. Last season I mentioned you didn't have enough midfielders. Have you bought one yet? I can't remember if you have. Was Gaverin kind of one?
Kind of, yeah.
Zaccon wasn't. This one's got to be a centre mid. 31 million. He isn't. Oh my God, what is happening? Right back. Okay, so this one's kind of like a backup, I would say, because he's nowhere near as good as Coyote I think you've got in that position.
You said I was short on defence. Defence.
So, gone to a 4-2-3-1 now, Dad. Sar and Guerra in there, but I think you've got enough.
In.
Yeah, he does. You've got enough backup, I think, to... I should think so, Dad. He's £130 million you've just blown on him. I'm just like, you were shocked. Oh, good. Joshua goes in. You've got enough backup to keep you going throughout the season.
Yeah.
Again, one player up front. 1, 2, 3, 4 strikers on the bench.
I've decided to go for wingers this time.
Okay. First in the Super League, though.
I've been fortunate over the seasons. I've noticed that I don't come up against any of the top team in the first sort of 10 games.
We are season 8, and you have yet to play anybody big at the start. I think
So
PSG was the only one.
Yeah, and I drew or lost that game.
Yeah. So you've done really well, to be fair. But yeah, 5 wins from 5 at the start of the season. But that month there, I mean, just that run there.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. That's right.
Actually, AC Milan
as well, then, doesn't it? Really.
Yeah, huge. 5 games in a row.
And you can find out if your tactics working, and I'm not conceding any goals. So far, that you look at that tactic's really working for me now. 5
clean sheets for Czech's notes. This keeper here. Is it him each time? 4 out of the 5 so far. So it could be anybody, really. Is that because Sidibe's been injured for a while? Because he was your goalkeeper, probably. Because he looks quite good anyway. Okay. Season number 8, then. We need a Super League. That's almost rhymed as well. I've started like your own Wolfsburg
I
chant.
nearly started chanting with you
Yeah,
then.
yeah. Let's see if it is season 8 or we gotta wait until those final 2 years before it happens. And finally, season 8, we got ourselves a Super League win.
118
118 points. Real Madrid.
They chased me all the way.
They come for you. What did they get last? 116, which I think is the highest that we have seen. Before yours, 118 was the highest. So you've matched their 118 there, beaten their 115, and that is because you won just 2 more than they did. They drew, unfortunately, more after only losing 4 games. You lost 5 in total. You did draw against each other 0-0 at your place. So defensively, really strong. They only conceded 1 less goal than you, and they scored 10 more. So you just made the most out of the goals that you did score and concede. To be fair, profile of the league then. Finally have a top goal scorer up there. 25 goals. That's nice to see.
Esposito, he's a good striker though, isn't he?
Yeah.
So.
I'll tell you what isn't looking good for you though, Dad. Selling Atubolo.
Oh no, yeah.
And he gets 30 clean sheets.
Nearly cost me the league.
In the following season.
Nearly cost me the league.
That would have been an ultimate failure if they'd won the league.
Yeah.
But
100%.
yeah, you saved your ass because you're the one lifting the Super League trophy right there. So good for you. Okay. Fantastic season. Past positions, how did it play out? I dominated it.
Yeah.
Yeah, just those 2.
Just those 2 all the way.
Just those 2. Very good indeed. Champions Cup to top it off. Maybe a domestic double. Well, I say a double. Domestic double. It's not, is it? UEFA double. Oh, runners up.
Nearly done it.
Well, that is the ultimate goal now for the rest of the 2 years that you've got. Manchester. Oh, no.
Absolutely hammered me. 5-1.
Drat. Not them. Oh. Manchester United beating you 5-1 in the final. Buonanni, Rashford, Højlund getting a 91st minute. Gutted.
Yeah.
Never mind, Dad. Who's the manager of them right now? Never heard of him. Sorry, mate. Never heard of you. Where were you in real life at the minute? Almeria. Okay, so yeah, Manchester United are still in the Super League, although, no, they survived 29th place. I can't remember because there's so many teams. I'm like, how many? 16. Okay, cracking season.
Yeah.
Money-wise as well.
Oh, unbelievable this season.
Raking it in. Financially, oh, look at that. Up to £600 million. So the income in this season is £1 billion. Huge.
It's great, this league, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very
You've
fun.
got to have a go at this. It's so much fun.
£259 million in the transfer budget with a massive wage budget. Oh, I just know you're going to be spending so much money and changing tactic left, right, and centre. I wonder how many goalkeepers you can get with that.
It's got to be a keeper in there somewhere, isn't it?
Surely. Let's have a look at the squad then. The champions of the Super League. Esposito, 27 goals. 0 assists. Never passes the ball, that man. But he did score a lot. Arda does, though. 20 assists for him. 14 goals. Samir Smith, 12 and 14. So that is the one from the Netherlands, the striker. He's done quite well. Janssens from last season. Really good. Didn't play that much, though. Well, actually, he did. 42 starts, but only 11 goals. So maybe didn't score that many, should I say. But some good development going on here, as you can see, from some of the players. Joshua is up there as well as one of your best players.
Starting to get better.
Absolutely. Okay, we're going into season number 9 now with a lot of money. That's actually your biggest budget so far, and obviously coming off the back of your best season. The target now, after winning both the Champions Cup and the Super League, is to do both in one season.
Yeah.
Let's have a look at season 9. What I will say about supporting Wolfsburg in the Super League is I hope you don't get an affiliation to any of the players.
Yeah,
because
don't buy a shirt with a name on it. Back.
No, it will only last you one season. Arda Güler's gone, which just shocked me. £135 million, 2 cracking seasons, probably his best, and then gets sold for almost half the price. £84 million to Chelsea. Can't believe that. I can't believe you done that. That is shocking. Samir Smith leaving for £70 million after having quite a good backup striker season. Pep going for £59 million. Sakon going to 87. Mokoko's finally left. Paro's gone. £35 million. £45 million for Cornelia. I don't even remember him. There's so many names. But that has meant some new players have joined. Actually, they're Cornelia. That was the last signing from last season, 31. Andy Barber, the most English name you're ever going to see.
Yep.
I bet he's not English, Welsh or something. No, he is English. Plays naturally in so many roles.
Good squad player.
Wow. Left-footed, okay. Plays a lot down that left.
Yep.
Naturally, I would say is probably like a DM.
Yeah.
Because of that. Actually, I don't know. I'd be tempted to play him out there. Interesting. He literally can, yeah.
Left side, yeah.
We got Tadic from Atalanta, £99 million. Whoa. Now that's an insane player. Winger as well.
Yeah.
Noted. We can see that is an extremely good player there. 22. Picked up from Atalanta, who's already played at 4 different clubs. 2 in the Super League. You are the 3rd. Then we have got Baku from Liverpool, £104 million. Another striker. Good composure on the lad. Romanian. Florian Wirtz, £115 million. Replacement for Ardagirla.
He's a good player.
Yeah, absolutely. Is he better than Ardagirla? Probably much the same.
Yeah.
Then we got Kiboom. Great name. Now, would I be spending £90 million on this guy? No. Not for me. Okay, fair enough. Prieto, Athletic Bilbao, £125 million. Higher or lower? Let's play better or not. Because we know he's higher. Is he better than Kia Boom Prieto? I don't know. I mean, he obviously has the reason why he's probably rated so highly is because he's both-footed,
yeah,
isn't he? He hasn't got any weakness, I guess, but I look at that technical. If I covered up the mental and physical attributes and you said, how much do you reckon that player was? I'd have gone 15 million max. So, nope. £125 million on Prieto.
Just building the squad up time, mate. Building this squad, making it stronger squad.
Just spunking loads of money. Joe Reed, the final player, £70 million from Real Sociedad. Okay, he isn't bad. I don't think I would have spent... Actually, 70 million is probably fair in this database because he is a good centre mid. That's finally you're buying centre mids. So he's a good pickup. Tactically, then, after coming so close to winning the double, never lets us down. The Tinkerman.
I'm not called the Tinkerman for nothing, am I?
9th season, 9th different tactic, 4-4-2.
I didn't want to let anybody down. I didn't let any one of you down, did I?
Oh, 4-4-2. Here we go. Right. That's the team. Best 11 pick. Some of these players that you just spunked stupid amounts of money. Prieto, £130 million. Doesn't get into the team. On the bench. Sat there. Wow.
Good squad, mate. Just getting better.
3rd in the league. You're finally playing big teams.
Yes.
You beat one of them, Inter Milan, I'd say, 3-1. There's a few results there in a row where you are conceding a few.
Yeah.
And a draw away from home against Manchester City. Erling Haaland is still there. Not for sale. I would have been tempted to try at least once or twice to try and get him with the money that you've had. But there we go. Season number 9 then. So much money has been spent. The tactic has changed again. Can you go back-to-back despite all of those changes? Yes, you can. Hard to deny when you do it. So there we go.
Off, didn't he?
Yeah, 109 points.
Let me get in.
Good season, won it by 5.
I lost 8 games, so I was lucky.
Yeah.
Lucky Real Madrid lost so many games.
You actually lost 2 Real Madrid as well.
Yeah.
Only lost 1 at home. Got to win your home games.
Yes.
Drawing 4.
That's probably what helped me. I only drew 4 games.
Yeah. Winning 35 in total, which of course is the most in the league. Helped you with the most points. Good season again. Esposito, what a season he had. Yeah. 42 goals, 2nd in the highest average rating. I mean, I said to Dad the other day, I want you to do a video like I did with Samu Omarodion, where I pick my favourite striker, my favourite Wonder Kid striker, and I build a team around him. I think this has got to be your guy to do the same.
Yeah, I think it has, yeah.
So
I do buy him quite a lot, don't I? And he never lets me down.
I think that is going to be the player that you need to build a team around. I think if you want to see that video, make sure you subscribe. Let us know down in the comments. I think Dad's task is going to be building a team around Esposito. That would be quite a fun video, I think. So good season overall. The season preview actually put you in 2nd place after winning it behind Real Madrid. Understandable, really. They won it quite a few times, haven't they? But past positions, okay. So first half of the season, in fact, 2/3 of the season was kind of, okay, we're there or thereabouts. But once you got top of the league, you stuck there in the end, which is good. Manchester club's in behind you there. Champions Cup, though. Is there a Champions Cup to do the double in the UEFA competitions? No. Furthest away you could potentially be. Slavia Prague in the 2nd round. 3-2.
You got to have a look at my team when I played that game.
Was it bad?
You can have a look, can you?
Right, we can't see the team, but I know you've complained to me about it.
Yes, I did. Yeah, I had 21 international players on duty. So 21 of my. I mean, how many players did I have in my team for a
You only
start?
had 20 players.
Yes. So 21 of my even my reserves and all that youth side all not available.
Yeah, you had a 23-man squad in your first team.
Yeah.
So
I had to play all my youth team. Are you going to win?
no. Well, that's cost you then, really, isn't it?
Yeah. So I think it was a fault in the game there that sort of allowed that to happen. Because
Yeah, blame the game.
Usually international breaks, no teams play, do they?
No.
For some reason they maybe play that game.
Well, that is a shame.
So yeah.
Okay, well, you got one season left to do the double. Look at this, though. After that, look, lovely period of time. We're only losing to Bayern Munich.
Yeah.
From January onwards. Really good second half of the season there. There's no wonder why you went on to win the whole thing. Because the Fulham game was the final game of the season.
Yeah, only drew.
Yeah, but you're only focusing on that game, and it's one a week then.
Yeah.
So that's probably really helped you win the Super League this year.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Okay, the finances then, 190. That just goes to show how much that drop-off is if you don't get far in that competition.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
Still 132 transfer budget, though.
I won a lot of games, didn't I?
Yeah, so still a lot of money in that. The goals-wise, 42 from Esposito. Let's have a look at him. So the development there is absolutely beautiful. Janssens with 31 as well as a backup is very good. Andy Barber, though, is class, I think, as your best player right now. 5-star. As well as Tadic as another one.
He started the season at left back as well.
Yeah. So how good is he? Jesus Christ. I'm a phenomenal player. Love that. Okay, so 132 million pound. One transfer window left. Surely there's a couple of keepers, a tactical change, and maybe a European double. Let's find out. 232 million pound on the outs. 455 million pound on the ins. So a couple of players that came in recently. Gaverin's gone. Jarell Hato and Lukaba, that left-hand side of the defence, gone. Leonardo Argadas, quite a good goalkeeper. I wonder what that means. Diogo Costa is in.
I'm going to win anything. You get this keeper in, didn't you?
You said that about Atabolo, then you sold him.
He's the best keeper in the world, though, isn't he?
You said that about Atabolo.
I couldn't pick up this guy before, so now I've got him.
All right. Christian Mosquera from Leipzig, really good defender.
Yes.
Is he 140, whatever it is, 50 million?
You've got to take into consideration what prices you pay in this league.
In this
a lot of money in
database,
this league.
yeah.
So, yeah.
Alfie Dorrington, former Spurs player,
Yeah.
£90 million, another centre-back there. And then Peter Banovic, current Spurs player, bought for £110 million, going to Wolfsburg. World-class player as well. Diogo Costa was there, obviously. And then Mladen Sipura, £108 million. Oh, I wonder what nationality this is going to be. Croatian. Didn't see that coming. But yeah, good player overall. Yeah. Good midfielder. First decent midfielder I think you've bought in a long time, other than that one that played last season at left back. Yeah, I think that's one of the best ones that you've bought for a while now.
Strong with both feet as well, which is good for a midfielder.
Okay, tactically, of course it changed. Gone to a 4-4-2, but with a shadow striker instead of the centre mids. Nailing in a few players as well. Dorrington, Barber, Esposito. Okay, I'm intrigued.
Well, we know he's good.
Yeah, so Esposito going up front.
Go for a few seasons.
Yeah, and Dorrington going at the back there.
Yeah.
Okay, start the season, and it's been good. The two Manchester clubs, of course, the two clubs that were behind you last season. 5-0 against Manchester United, but 3-3 against Manchester City. They equalised in the 72nd minute there. Beat them Roma 3-0, Brighton 2-1.
I mean, I would say that's probably my hardest start of the season.
Yeah, I'd probably agree, to be fair, because Arsenal's in there as well.
I'm quite pleased to come out of it like that.
Yeah, yeah. And getting a win against Arsenal, the club you love. So
you got to get it in by the end of the video, don't you?
Yeah.
You guys out there who put comments on, I do not support Arsenal, I support Spurs. But thank you for asking.
I'm just so shocked there wasn't one Arsenal player. All that money you spent, I couldn't find an Arsenal player.
I made sure that's
yeah,
why.
I bet, yeah.
I was determined the whole video.
I bet.
Anything to do with Arsenal? Nope.
Yeah, I wonder. Okay, so final season then. The last thing we really need to put that last bit of puzzle into this jigsaw is the double. Can you get it done? The season preview for this season does put you second place, but even closer to Real Madrid this time round.
You need them to have another bad season.
You
be in.
do, absolutely. Let's find out then. Final season, what happens? And it is that title win with the most points possible.
Yep.
119.
Real Madrid had a bad end of the season as well. So
Yeah.
that's what let me in as well.
4 losses in
4
total.
losses, not one of them against Real Madrid.
No, 5 draws, which meant you beat Real Madrid. They drew way too many games.
Yeah.
10 points clear of them, Dad. Congratulations. That is a phenomenal season. The best points tally yet in the UEFA Super League. Wolfsburg have started to dominate. Esposito, 35 goals as well, the highest average rating. You also had Janssens in there with 28 goals and the 5th highest average rating. And Costa just behind Atibolu.
Yeah, it did get beat.
Couldn't resist, but there we go. So past winners then, if we're looking at it overall, the 10 that you won, Real Madrid still won 2 more.
Yeah.
However, is that? Yeah, it is counting this season. However, the first 2 seasons, obviously you were promoted and then got in there.
Yeah.
If I had to take a stab at who I think is, classed as doing the best in the Super League, I would probably still give it to you there. Because you've had to get promoted, you didn't have the Real Madrid squad. So I think you've done really well.
Yeah, pleased with that.
3 in a row
3 in a
there.
row.
Phenomenal stuff. After a couple of close calls as well. The
Yeah.
Atalanta one was gutting, really, wasn't it?
Definitely, yeah.
Really bad. But it all boils down to, did you win the domestic double? Yes! In the final season.
On penalties.
On penalties against Chelsea. Oh, the 120th minute equaliser as well.
Ooh.
To send it to penalties.
Well, they equalised in the 90th minute.
Yeah, Enzo Fernandez in the 90th minute. Wow, okay, so your penalty takers did all of them score. Guerra was the only one who missed, but you had 3 that did. They missed 3 penalties. Arda Güler missed a penalty. He missed and went, oh no, and then looked underneath his shirt to see the Wolfsburg badge. Forever a Wolf.
Yep.
But look who got man of the match.
There you go.
Diogo Costa.
There you go.
Finally got him in. It only took 74 goalkeepers, but we got the right one in the end.
Yeah.
The double has
Never lets me
been
down.
won. Congratulations, Dad. I questioned a lot of the transfers. I questioned a lot of the money being spent. But you've
Tell you
gone
what.
on and done the challenge.
Have a look at that squad now.
Well, yeah.
World-class players in that squad now. It's probably, and it's probably to do with this site here, with the
database.
The database. That's probably the best team I've ever built.
Yeah.
As in, they're world-class players in that team now.
Yeah, absolutely. Some phenomenal
Yeah.
players in there. Really
and that's
good.
the fun that you have with this database. It's so much. You've got the new gens coming through. They are really good, and you got the money to buy them.
Yeah, and have fun with it.
You were having a go at me for spending that money, but they would give me the money if I won those Meta games, and I won the league 3 years in a row, and getting close to winning the cup as well. And they just chuck in money at you, so you just.
You sound like my wife.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, and she was having fun with the money as well. But you have so much fun because you just find these players. I mean, these 2 strikers up there, they're so good, and new gens right across my midfield,
Yeah.
new gens right across my back front, except for the two players that I love
Always
having
stick
in my
with
team.
those
yeah.
Portuguese players
Yeah,
there.
So
Fair enough.
What a team that was. I mean, I don't know whether any of them won the
Ballon d'Or is the
Yeah, let's have a
last
look
thing
at
I
that.
was going to check.
I'd
Yeah.
like to think I've got a player in that. 'Cause I don't
Did
know.
any of the players win? No.
No. That's such a
Mbappe,
shame, really.
Osimhen. I don't think they finished in 2nd or 3rd. No.
No. That's
Despite
such a
obviously
shame,
having
really.
good seasons.
But then, what a team. They'll probably be in the next couple of seasons, I reckon. 'cause
Yeah, I mean, you
that
just
team's
won the
gonna be-
double, so
yeah.
it might be the one coming up next in that
That
November.
team's going to be a hell of a team to try and beat now.
Yeah.
And I don't know what my budget is for next season. Winning
Well, the
both.
finances, 500 million,
Yeah, there you
budget, only 68.
Hey, look. What's going on there then?
Yeah, so financially,
They wanted,
weird.
they wanted to keep a bit of money this time.
Yeah, well, they knew you were leaving.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it was like he's made us skin.
Yeah.
Speaking of that, Dad, that's the 10 years that Dad has done. If you'd like to take a look at the database, maybe you want to pinch the tactic that he used. There's 3 in here that he used. I don't know why you'd want to pinch that one. It was terrible. But the 2 either side was rather good. That one, if you remember rightly, was the one you finished in 2nd place.
Yeah.
And this one is the domestic, well, I keep saying domestic double. It's not the domestic double. The European Super League double pulled off with this tactic here. So maybe you want that. Maybe you want to carry on the legacy. I don't know. but it's going to be available for all the channel members and the Patreon members. And a big thank you to you guys, because you're helping Dad be here, paying his wages. And now that obviously FM25 is going to be delayed, I'm kind of relying on you channel members to keep this thing going for us, because the views are going to drop in a time that we don't know how bad it is going to drop. So your support really does mean a lot to me around this time. I really do appreciate it.
And we're having a bit of fun trying something different. So any ideas, chuck them at us, and if we think it's a good idea, we'll have a go.
Absolutely. I mean, we've already got lined up, of course, after the series that we're doing right now. We're going to be doing the Youth to Gold against each other, which is going to be a lot of fun. But we've already said straight away, like, this would be a good database to do a race to the Super League in.
Yeah, definitely, yeah.
I mean, we've already done race to the Premier League, race to the Champions League is what we're doing right now. A race to the Super League could be an option in the future, and we've got the time to do it. So if that's something you want to see, of course, let us know. You can join my new Discord. The link is going to be at the top of the description. There's underneath the database. You can join the Discord. I've revamped that to have a little bit of fun and interaction with you guys in there. But yeah, page.com/Mega Gaming, or on the channel membership page, you get early access to videos plus databases. And thank you very much for your support. Why not check out this video right here? Because me and Dad did a rebuild, and instead of doing a versus rebuild, we decided to work together at Chelsea. However, Dad was doing the transfers, and if you go by anything that you've seen today, you knew I was in trouble. Go check that out. It's on screen for you right now.